Hey buds, it's Cheshire Wolf, and today we are playing The Man in the Attic. This is a horror game about a man being in an attic. I don't know anything aside from that, and it's very, very quiet, so let's get into it. When I was a kid, I often had the same nightmare. It was about this man just standing in my room looking at me. I was convinced that he came from the attic. I shared a bedroom with my brother at that time, and when I had this dream, I often spoke out loud during my sleep. According to my brother, I said things like, "Somebody is here. There's a man here. He is here." It freaked my brother out in the middle of the night a couple of times. I'm an adult now, and that horrible nightmare is just a distant memory now. I like when there's like kind of a backstory. It reminds me of like old kind of creepypasta stuff, you know? Which I am a big fan of. Okay, there we go. Phone. In the game now. This is good. Find my phone. Wow, I am the slowest person who has ever walked on God's green earth. I can look around with the speed of a hawk. My mouse is so my mouse is so sensitive, but my walking speed, I want to go up there. My walking speed is literally that of a beast that crawls upon the earth. I don't know why I'm making these kind of comparisons. Why would my phone not be in my room? Hello? Hey, brother. I just wanted to let you know that we arrived at home safely. Thanks for the invitation. We had a great time, and it was nice to catch up. I also feel I have to apologize for Lily's behavior, but you know how kids are. And their imagination, she was probably very tired as well. See you later. Take care. It's getting late, but I should clean up first. It's like sometimes in horror games you want everything, you know? Sometimes minimalism is not a bad thing. Today, my brother came to visit and he brought his family along, his wife and their 7-year-old daughter. Her name is Lily, and technically, she is my niece. Why is that technically? I don't know. It's been a while since I last saw them, so we spent about half an hour catching up with each other. They're just talking. After a while, I noticed that Lily was really uninterested. I don't blame her. After all, adults talking about everyday stuff is probably the most boring thing for a child. I'm a pretty good uncle, so I offered to let her watch TV in the upstairs room, showed her all the cartoon channels, and let her there to watch some TV away from the boring adults. She was grateful. So I'm kind of getting this storyline. It reminds me of a game I played a long time ago, like at the beginning of my channel, called what was that game called? Basically this old creepypasta game where it went between gameplay and like text, like this one is doing. The night went on. It seemed like everyone had a good time. Dinner was ready, so I was about to go upstairs to get Lily to eat with us, and that's when all of a sudden Lily ran downstairs screaming. She looked absolutely terrified. It took her a couple of minutes before she could speak, but she finally said this: "There's a man upstairs staring at me from the doorway." Confused, perhaps a bit frightened, we all went upstairs, searching everything, checked the attic as well, only to find nothing. Eventually, my brother dismissed Lily's story, claimed she was probably just getting tired, and soon after, they left for the night. I'm once again completely alone in the house, and Lily's story sounds way too familiar. This is like the same thing that this character remembered from having those dreams as a kid. And this is what I'm saying, is that you don't necessarily need a lot of ambiance. You don't need jump scares. God, how far did I go? Okay. You don't need all of that to make a scary horror game. Time to get some sleep. What you need is a good premise and a feeling of unease. And this has a very high feeling of unease. It feels like something is wrong, and part of it is just that I'm alone in my house. It's dark. It's quiet. And I'm thinking about there being a man in the attic. And sometimes that is all you need to have a scary game. No reason to go in the attic, because this is creepy. This is very creepy. According to Lily's story, this is where the man was standing, looking straight at her from this doorway before returning to the attic, just like in my dreams. These noises, they're coming from the attic. And that's all you need. And, you know, that doesn't work for some people, because some people like the jump scares. Some people... Oh, did that light go off? No, it didn't. Okay. Some people like the big, scary ambiance, the string quartets. But sometimes the growing feeling of unease is much, much more effective. I don't remember leaving this door open, because then when that ambiance does hit, when the monster does come out, somehow the buildup makes it so much more terrifying than it would otherwise be. And if this ends in a jump scare, stupid. There's... Holy shit. That picture is fucking terrifying. Oh, man. My hands are sweating right now. I keep talking about, oh, it's so creepy, and it is, but like, my hands are sweating. This is scary. Oh, man. Sometimes a strange noise at night keeps you awake, and you anxiously search for the cause, but you won't find anything, and you question it once more. Is the man in the attic real? I'm not controlling this. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh. Fear is subjective, but it is not uncommon to be afraid of the man in the attic, or the man in the basement, perhaps the man under your bed. Thank you for playing my specific fear, the man in the attic. That was so creepy. That was so creepy, and in such a unique way, without using any jump scares, without any monster showing up, without being chased, just slowly walking through basic everyday tasks and reading some little spots of text. Somehow, that is scarier than 90% of the games that I've played on this channel. Utterly terrifying. Maybe that's just me, but I thought this was fantastic. And it looks like that is it. It's not progressing further. So, thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to my little channel. It does my heart so good. Mwah. If you want to play this game yourself, there will be a link in the description. Everything is really quiet now. Till next time, why don't you think about what it is that you fear? What weird little specific thing have you always secretly feared, even if you're an adult now and you think you're not afraid of it anymore? Are you afraid of the man in the closet? Are you afraid of the man at the window? Personally, the one that I'm most scared of is that